Hey guys, it's Beth. Today I'll be using a 14-inch wreath frame and 8 spools of ribbon from Dollar Tree. I started by taking 4 of the rolls, they're 4 different patterns, stacked them all on top of each other, bunched up the end, and zip tied it to the 3rd ring on the wreath frame. I pulled it nice and tight, tucked the zip tie in the back, and then looped up the ribbon, so just pinched an end, and it's about 7 inches. So made that 7-inch loop, put another zip tie on the 3rd ring, wrapped it around that loop, and pulled the zip tie tight and tucked it in the back again. And then this time I'm not measuring the loops, I'm just going by the previous one, so just matching it up with the height. And I'll be alternating between the 3rd and 2nd rings. So this one I did the 2nd ring in. Again, just pulling the zip tie nice and tight and tucking it in the back. I'm going to have 4 loops per section and use 8 spools of ribbon total. The ribbon is 2.5 inches wide, it's wired, and the Dollar Tree spools of ribbon are 9 feet each. So this is what one section will look like when you have all the loops filled in. And then you're going to continue filling in all the way around. And so right here I'm showing you how much the first set of ribbon, so this was the 4 spools of ribbon, how much you have left after completing about half of it. So once I had that first set of ribbons, the 4 ribbon spools completed, I started by opening up my other ribbons and putting the patterns the same as I did on the first ones, and then starting how you did before. Just zip tie the end of it and then make your loops until you have it completely filled in. Again, 4 loops per section. And then once I got to the last loop, I just cut off the remaining ribbon and tucked that in the back, flipped it over, pulled all the zip ties nice and tight, and cut off the remaining pieces, flipped it over, and then I take all of the loops and pull them apart. And I try not to do them all the same. I don't want it to be all uniform going around, so I just pull them out in different directions. So you can leave it like that, it's cute, but I like to always add something to it. So I'm taking this Hello Fall sign I got from Hobby Lobby, and I took moss colored chalk paint by Waverly, and I just used a sponge to paint it on. It was a lot faster than using a paintbrush and less messy. I did 2 coats. Once I had that dry, I put twine back into the little hanger holes that were on there for the top to attach it, and then on the bottom I flipped it over and cut some of the twine, leaving it nice and long, and stapled it, one on one side and one on the other. And I'm really wishing I finished the back. I might have to take it apart and paint the back of that sign because it'll drive me crazy. But for now, I'm just going to show how I attach it. I place it on the front of the wreath and just tuck the twine through the frame and tie it in a couple of knots, and then cut off the excess. And then I do that to the other 3 pieces. And then I flip it back over and just refluff out the loops to make sure they're all nice and pretty and filled in. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching.